now, are you... Yep, so you're hearing us loud and clear. So,
Yeah, loud and
Angela,
clear.
if you'd like to talk to us for 3 minutes or so, and then if we've got any questions.
Sure. So we really, really appreciate your support with our families in the Kapiti area. We support over 500 families now in the Wellington region, and I think the numbers are around 50 to 100 families in Kapiti area. So we've obviously, living out on the coast, and often medical appointments are at Wellington Hospital. So families need to get there. They need to be able to, sometimes regular appointments, and then they're also often sent up to Starship for open heart surgery. All open heart surgery is performed at Starship Hospital. So this can be quite a strain on families when they are away from their normal environment for extended periods of time. And I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of when children have open heart surgery. It's pretty full on. It's pretty amazing actually that they come back and and they're in the community and sort of back at school and that, and no one's even any of the wiser that underneath it they've got this big scar from open heart surgery. And then so it's quite it can put families into quite an emotional state. And when you're balancing jobs and financial side of things as well, this can have a massive impact. So being able to provide petrol vouchers, that really does make a difference. It can help with the travel if they're sort of coming in for checkups for their children. Also the food vouchers as well is really helpful, because there's a lot of families struggling, of course, as you know, financially. In the current climate, particularly post COVID, there's still people really struggling. So this really does just help with families. It might be that sometimes maybe only one of the parents goes up to Auckland for open heart surgery, then you've still got family left here in the Wellington region or in the Kapiti area, and they've still got to carry on with other children, or it's a big strain on families. So that's about all I can really say for now. So if you've got any questions.
Great, thank you, Angela. Most appreciated, and fantastic work that you're doing. Do we have questions?
Hey, thanks. Thanks for that. You say 100 families on the Kapiti Coast. That's an annual number, is it, of families that would require?
Oh, that we support children from the minute that they're diagnosed with a congenital heart defect, or if they could, we actually had quite a few families also with acquired heart disease via rheumatic fever, those types of things as well. So this is so we're supporting those families throughout life. It's not something that that goes away. It's not fixed necessarily. You have open heart surgery, you still often have it's throughout life. They may do further surgeries. It's not something it's not often is it something that's just fixed and that's it.
Oh, thanks.
So
it's a traumatic experience for a family, and no, thanks for the support you give them.
Yeah, and also when the heart children themselves, when they get to their teen years, if they then need surgery, that's quite a massive thing. You know what it's like for teens, as it is dealing with all the normal hormonal changes and all the rest of it, but to then also have to put their body, to be opened up for surgery, that's quite a big thing. So so we've got some heart adults that live up on Kapiti Coast as well, and and some of them are struggling. You imagine with the normal things, and then something medical as well as the financial side of things. So
Thank you very much for the presentation. You make a very good point about the Kapiti Coast and having to troop into Wellington. I've gone through a process recently where I've done that, and I was astonished to find out, because I live in Paraparaumu Beach, I'm 59.6 kilometres from Wellington Regional Hospital, and that meant that I could apply for travel assistance from the hospital board, which I have, and they've paid up. I wonder if your people have accessed that particular ability to get refunded from the public service.
It's my understanding that they do get travel grants when they go to Auckland, so they'll pay for, I think, one support person to go up. It's, however, not for regular medical appointments that I've heard of. Some people may get for their children a disability allowance. That's, they're quite hard to get these days, but not for regular medical appointments, because they don't do the surgery generally at Wellington. So so no, I have not heard that there are families that are getting that money back.
Might be worth investigating. National Travel Assistance is what you've got to look up, and it might be worth doing it.
I'm sorry, I haven't actually heard of anyone that's actually got that, but maybe they have. I don't know. Yeah. So you're saying that is for regular medical
Yep. There are some criteria. There's got to be a certain number of appointments, but I don't think it's very rigorous, and you do have to be 50 kilometres away, but many people on the Kapiti Coast would fall into that. So it's worthwhile investigating.
Yeah, I'll ask about that, because I'm pretty okay, it's not something that I've heard of. I've been with Heart Kids a long time, but yeah, I will ask further about that.
Cool. We don't seem to have any further questions. So again, Angela, on behalf of 100 families on the Kapiti Coast and a whole bunch of other people, thank you very much for the work that you're doing. We have a consideration of all of these applications, and we'll come back to you just as soon as we can.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
See you. Bye-bye.
That takes us to the end of presentations for the morning. So we do have a lunch break. The next people that we're going to hear from is the Nest Collective at 12:45. So I think we'll take a break until. But oh no, actually, how about this? We can either do it now or have lunch and then come back a bit earlier and just have a bit of an offline conversation about what sort of process we might want to look at in terms of evaluating these. So should we see what's the status of Kai time? Steffi's just finished cooking lunch. So how about we do that, and then if we come back at about, I don't know, say 20 past, and then we can have a bit of